Hi, I'm Felicity.
And I'm Ella.
And today we're going to be trying Romanesco, which is a vegetable from the brassica family, which includes cabbage, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower.
First, you want to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. And then you want to rinse the Romanesco.
But we're going to break these pieces off because you don't really want to eat these. They don't taste that good. But we are going to break these off and compost them. For those of you who like math, a Romanesco is a fractal. That's what this shape is called. And a fractal is a pattern that repeats forever.
Then you want to break off the florets, which are these things.
So, the Romanesco, it's best to eat when it's fully green, and it kind of turned purple because of the fact that it was exposed to sun and heat. I don't know why it turned it purple, but it did. We are actually going to try this raw later.
Now we're going to toss it in the bowl with the olive oil.
There is the oil. And now we need to add our salt and pepper. How do I use this? Okay, now these are actually really fancy because this is what pepper looks like before it's ground up into pepper that you see at like restaurants or around your house. And this is actually what salt looks like before it's turned into the tiny little powdery salt.
Wow.
Alright, that seems like enough pepper. Now we need to add the really pretty salt. Make sure the top doesn't come off.
That is so pretty, it looks like crystals.
Well, they are crystals.
Salt
crystals.
I've heard of sugar crystals, but not salt crystals.
Yeah, no, it goes this way. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now we've added enough salt, and here you go. You can toss that around and get that all mixed up.
How do I toss it?
You just dig your hands around and turn it over. This bit may get a bit messy, but hey, let's hope that it's worth it for the finished project. Oop, don't let it fall out. Would you like me to do it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah! I dropped a piece as soon as I said don't let that fall out. Alright. I'd say that that's good.
I have nice and oily hands now.
And now we need to spread it across the baking sheet. Hang on.
Now I'm gonna wash my hands.
Alright.
Go. Wait.
Okay. Ooh. Dump. Dump. Alright, let's spread this around. It's fine if they're touching, it's just that you need to spread it out a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to put my gloves on for safety because I get a bit nervous around ovens. And if you're little, make sure that you get an adult to help you with this part. You should definitely not be messing with the oven if you're little. Alright, we're going to let some of the hot air come out because there is a very powerful waft of air when you open it. Now we're going to put this in for about 20 to 30 minutes or until it looks golden brown. carefully put that in there. Like I said, get an adult to help you with that part. While we're waiting for the Romanesco to be done, let's make the topping. So we're going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter in a small frying pan on medium heat. Make sure you also get a grown-up to do this part because this can be very dangerous. Okay, so we're going to put our 2 tablespoons of butter in. And then once that melts, we're going to mix in the panko breadcrumbs, and we're going to let that cook, stirring it a little bit, and we're going to cook that until it's golden brown. And then we're going to put it back in the same bowl. Alright, that looks pretty good and melted. Now let's add our panko breadcrumbs. Let's just carefully pour those in. Again, make sure that you get an adult when you're doing this. Right now we are going to stir this together. Make sure that all the breadcrumbs get nice and buttery. Because, you know, butter makes everything taste better. I am making a mess. I need to calm down a bit. Alright, this is browned pretty good, so we're going to set this in the bowl, back in the same bowl that the crumbs were in originally, to let it cool down. Be careful when doing this part, because you might make a mess. But it does smell really, really good in here. It smells just like a broccoli casserole. Probably because these are the ingredients for a broccoli casserole, except with Romanesco. Alright. I think that's about as many as I can really get out of here. Alright. Important. Make sure you turn the burner off. Because I have left it on a few times. Luckily it didn't end in disaster. But, yeah, just don't do it.
Now that our breadcrumbs have cooled, we're going to add our parsley and our Parmesan cheese. First, add in the parsley. And then you want to add in the Parmesan cheese, but first, I'm going to put on my special gloves for safety. Now, put this. Now let's open the cheese up, and then let's start grating it. There, that's good. Now let's close up the cheese. That is nice. This, stick the gloves. Now it's time to stir it up. And that's our topping for our Romanesco.
Ooh, sizzly. Woo. Oh, that smells so good. Alright, I'm gonna put this in a bowl and I'll be right back.
Now we're going to put our toppings on. You know what, it would just be easier if I dump it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
It's really
Now it's time to taste it. First, we're going to try the raw one. That's actually pretty good. It kind of tastes like broccoli mixed with cauliflower. Like it tastes like both at the same time.
It does.
What do you think?
It's actually kind of good.
Alright, so now we are going to try the one that we cooked and roasted. Alright.
I prefer that one.
Whoa. That is really good. What do you think?
That is also really good. I would prefer to have this for like maybe every day.
I'm just eating butter crumbs.
Parmesan is what I like in this mixture.
Okay, girl.
That was it for this episode of Buy It and Try It. We thought that this was really good and a great recipe. Like and subscribe and tell us what you thought on Facebook using the link below in the description. And please, if you did make this along with us, send us pictures of what you made. Alright, bye!
Bye!